Guys, album release tonight, 18 songs. I'm so pumped. This is the cover of the album, guys. We are so stoked. 18 songs total. To celebrate the launch of this album, McQuade is giving it a free guitar. How to enter, details are in the description, or you can go to our Facebook or Instagram to find out how to enter. And we just wanted to make a video and give you guys the chance to watch some of the music videos for the songs on this album. We're going to show you 4 of them. The first is the title track of this album. It's called This Is War. We shot this, it was like minus 35 outside, it was super cold, and this song talks about the fact that we are at war with an invisible enemy called mental illness. We are losing some of the most gifted people to addiction and suicide, and it talks about the fact that it's time that we unite and fight back. So check out this video, the title track, This Is War.
Take back the lines that
All right, the next video is for a song that we wrote called Overcome. In this song, I talk about the fact that, when we think about moments in our life when we've been overcome or overwhelmed with emotion, we usually jump to the negative. Like I was overcome when my dad passed away last year. But then in the second verse, I talk about the fact that why do we always jump to the negative? Like I've been overcome with joy, with peace, with tons of emotion when somebody has done or said something that has struck a chord inside of me. So this song talks about being overcome both from the negative perspective and then being able to translate that into something positive. So check this out. This song is called Overcome.
Understand, there's a sickness coming
All right, sticking with the theme of war, which happens throughout this album when it comes to being at war with mental illness or any war in general. There's moments where you're on the front lines, you're in the midst of the fight. There's moments when you're in triage and you're trying to recover. There's moments when you are in victory mode, but in any war, whether it's physical war, mental war, emotional war, spiritual war, you need allies around you. And I wrote this song about that, shot this video together with my boy Frenzy. Met the guy, he does almost all my music videos. He's an amazing guy. I met him, he had spent almost 11 years in prison, and he's turned his life around, and we shot this video together talking about how you have that bond with somebody together. You know, maybe you went through something difficult together in high school and you just stick to that bond, and that's what I talk about in this song, in the video. Check this one out. This is called Ally.
You crossed my heart and I hope you're fine. You better understand you're never far behind. The moment always etched deep inside my mind was the moment we were reading letters back in time. I was there for you, you were there for me, and honesty was something we had never seen. We shared a common thread hanging from a tree. We cut it down together, buried deep beneath. So please, please know, when the shots fly after midnight, when there's dark skies, I'm your ally, you need to know. Even when stars shine, I take a red eye, sit by your bedside, you need to know. When there's no light, you're waiting for sunrise, I can hear your cries, you need to know. You better believe I'm ready to remind, I'm still your ally, you need to know. Please know. You can come over unannounced, just don't ever let me read that you were breaking down alone or building any walls between. Even in December, in the colder winter weather, I just pray that you remember that I'll never let you leave it up to me, and I'll remind you of just who I've seen you be. I was always hiding, but you always saw beneath. Was shaking at the knees, but you wouldn't leave me be. Then we held each other tight, and you were everything I need. So please, please know, when the shots fly after midnight, when there's dark skies, I'm your ally, you need to know. Even when stars shine, I take a red eye, sit by your bedside, you need to know. When there's no light, you're waiting for sunrise, I can hear your cries, you need to know. You better believe I'm ready to remind, I'm still your ally, you need to know. Please know, just don't let go. When the shots fly after midnight, when there's dark skies, I'm your ally, you need to know. Even when stars shine, I take a red eye, sit by your bedside, you need to know. When there's no light, you're waiting for sunrise, I can hear your cries, you need to know. You better believe I'm ready to remind, I'm still your ally, you need to know. 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 You need to know.
All right, this next song on the album, it's called Stones, and I I thought about the fact that back in the day, if there was something wrong with you, there was something different about you. Man, in the medieval days, they used to, stone somebody. Somebody be crouched down on the ground, and people would be stoning them. And I can't imagine what that would have looked like. But as I was writing one day, I thought about the fact that nowadays, you don't see people getting stoned in the streets. But I thought about the fact that if there's something different about somebody, I had this picture of somebody in a mental health hospital. They're like, there's something wrong with you, there's something different about you. And I had this picture in my mind of a young person in the corner of a hospital room as they're now getting stoned, but not with physical stones this time, but this time with medication, as they're just getting pelted, saying there's something wrong with you, there's something different about you. Now, I am not always against medication. I've seen it work miracles for people, but I think way too often it's the first thing that we do. It's like, for me, I'm an artist, I'm super emotional, and I'm meant to be emotional because I'm meant to channel my emotions into a song. But often we see people, you're like, here, take this pill, this will take away that emotion, this will make you numb. And I've been there before, where I've become so numb that I can't even songwrite anymore. So this song talks about the fact that so often we're just put in the corner and stoned with medication. And you'll see my buddy Scribe, I asked him to rap in the bridge of this video. I told him about my story. He knows that I went through a lot with getting addicted to opioids after my accident and all the surgeries that I had. And he does the bridge, he raps this thing. And when he sent it to me, I was like, whoa, bro, that's intense lyrics that you just said. Like, what was going on in your head there? And he told me that his sister had the same story as me, but she didn't make it. She overdosed on those pills and lost her life. So that's what this song talks about. Check this one out, guys. This is called Stones.
If I broke down now with a so-called cloud hanging over my head, could I smoke out sound? I hit the wall when I think a bit, yeah, like I might have been way too close to the root of it. Like a schizophrenic terror-bit, I wanna skip ahead a bit, see if this voice is legitimate. Stay tuned, demon number 2's gonna hit you. What you gonna do, what you gonna do? The open wounds are slowly closing, although my scars, they still are showing. Cast all your stones like medication, break all my bones. I've contemplated voices I've got, but they're hesitating. Cast all your gonna see why they should've kept me, cause you're gonna see demons scream an apology. It's fear that you're gonna hear clear if they ever set foot here or merely interfere. You wanna talk, take your best shot, pick your spot on the clock, I'll be waiting here, tick tock. You're not my god now, just another prod. So what you gonna do, what you gonna do? Open wounds are slowly closing, although my scars, they still are showing. Cast all your stones like medication, break all my bones. I've contemplated voices I've got, but they're hesitating. Cast all your
stones. Yeah. My back's to the wall for the cracks and the scars, and the fall to the floor and scream, but they ain't listening at all. Does anybody really care? They just masking the song. Just another diagnosis, they just jagging the song. The swipe for the card and you promise my depression and anxiety. Residing deep inside of me will leave my body quietly. You cast lots and pills by the handful. How could you gamble on my life? Now I can't handle it. A normal day, cause I'm stuck in pharmaceuticals. They put me in a box like a cubicle, an animal. Well, this is what you made, and I'm daring any one of you to let me at the cage.
Cast all your stones like medication, break all my bones. I've contemplated voices I've got, but they're hesitating. Cast all your stones.
And one more song, guys. This song is called Trouble Child. We've done this a few times where we've sat down with students that are often considered outcasts, where we work with an alternative school with students that really don't fit the mold. We've sat down with them and listened to their stories, and they talk about the fact that they've always been labeled as a troubled child. And we've done this a couple times where we sit down with them and we say, like, you know, let's do a song together, and I'll write the lyrics with some of the students that love writing poetry. We'll get drum sets donated, teach them drums, teach them guitar, bass, piano. We'll bring them to our studio and show them how to do the recording, show them the entire process of making an album. And you see it all in this music video. We show them how to do the photo shoot for the album cover and getting makeovers for the person that's going to be on that cover. It's all part of the album process of recording and writing an album. So we've done this a couple times, and you see the entire process of writing together with these students. And there's a key lyric that we wrote together with them. It says, you know, for those outcasts, they said, "You never heard me crying, that's why I scream." So check this song out, guys. This one is called A Troubled Child.
Saw myself divided, but here I am, standing shattered all alone. You left me picking up the pieces, but I don't know how to do this on my own. You never heard me crying, and so I scream. All the words I crave, I never heard you say. Have to say them to myself. Time and again I tried to walk with you by my side, but you didn't strike me down. 'Cause you never heard me crying, and so I scream. This is your troubled child. You never wanted me to make it, but here I am, further than you thought I'd be. In every dream you tried to break it, but now I know what I end up is up to me. You never heard me crying, and so I scream. All the words I crave, I never heard you say. Have to say them to myself. Time and again I tried to walk with you by my side, but you didn't strike me down. 'Cause you never heard me crying, and so I scream. This is your troubled child. If you were someone who's dying like me, trying to hide all the places you bleed,